Good morning, this is Troy Hillard, the franchise millionaire. Just at the office early this morning, just gone 5:30 in the morning, and today's video is in regards to franchise agreements and the importance of a great franchise agreement. A franchise agreement is exactly what it sounds like. A franchise agreement is a binding contract between the franchisee and the franchisor. Sometimes the franchise agreement might include other parties, such as the franchisee, a master franchise, and the franchisor. Most of ours include the franchisee and the franchisor, me being the franchisor. So this is one of our Lawnright franchise agreements. It's a pretty hefty document. It is 47 pages. The basics of a franchise agreement are as follows. So obviously the first page breaks down who the parties are. The next clause is basically interpretations and then definition. So it will list most of the key words and the definition for that word. So hypothetically, it will have the definition for franchisee. And the definition in this contract for a franchisee means the party identified as such above and more particularly described in item 2 of Schedule 1. And it goes through probably about 50 or 60 keywords and its definition. Keeps on going. It's got the definition of intellectual property, IT platform, IT packages, know-how. Know-how is a big term and a big word, and the definition is key for a franchise agreement. So know-how means the system as it relates to an operation of either the franchisee's business or the franchisor's business, and includes proprietary information relating to Lawnright services, trade secrets, trade practices, data, samples, distribution information, software information, plans, formulae, marketing and advertising expertise, standard agreements, technical or non-technical information, pricing information, signs, clothing, color scheme, plant, equipment, goodwill in all customers, and any other item of information that may form part of the system. So that basically, the word or words know-how, that term know-how, means everything relating to how we operate our business, Lawnright in this case, or Washright or Cleanright. So basically there's plenty of pages, there's literally 7 pages of words and their definition. Then it goes through the term of the contract, your franchise agreement, any fees, the operations manual. So what you'll find in any decent franchise agreement, the franchise agreement would say you will do A, B, and C as per the operations manual. As it's very rare for a franchise agreement to change, but it's quite common for an operations manual to change regularly. Go through about your tax obligations, your royalty obligations, go through about brand levy, IT fees, payment in the event of disputes, dispute resolutions, disputes with the franchisee, disputes with the franchisor. It goes through your insurance obligations, what insurance you're meant to hold. It goes through intellectual property, trademarks, complaints and cancellations, supply of products and services. Now this is a big one. In my franchise agreement, it is clause 9.11, supply of products and services. Every franchise must purchase all products and services either off me or through me. We make a margin on everything. That's part of our business model. We're open, we're transparent. All the franchisees know about that there. If they try and circumvent that clause and buy elsewhere, they will get kicked out of the franchise network. As far as I'm concerned, breaching that clause is breaching my trust. If I don't trust you, don't want to do business with you. And it keeps on going through about prices of goods, unauthorized suppliers, limitations of liabilities, damages, further limitations, contracts and credits. Goes through secrecy, advertising, training. Goes through a lot of training, goes through a lot about our how we abide by the Franchise Association of New Zealand's rules, code of practices and code of ethics. Go through websites, social medias, our IT package, our software that we allow them to use. lots on the IT package. Okay, it goes through about the duties of the franchisee, duties of the franchisor, training, manuals, policies, any turnover guarantees. Advertising, promotions, customers, intellectual platforms and intellectual properties. Go through any infringements, go through trademarks, goodwill, assignments, so if they want to sell their franchise, what they have to do. If they're a corporate franchise, all the clauses terminating their franchise, how we can terminate their franchise agreement, how they can terminate it if they choose to. Quite a few pages on termination, consequences upon termination. Okay, non-competition clauses, we're very strict on that there. We enforce that through the courts if need be. Indemnity by the franchises, liability, confidentiality agreements, directors' guarantees, exclusions of warranties, notice periods and how those notices will be distributed, entire agreement clauses, non-waiver clauses, partial invalidity clauses, modification of agreement clauses, dispute resolution clauses, cooling off period, guarantee of franchisee's performance, enforcement by law right, paperless policies, sale of franchise policy. Then it goes through schedules. The schedules are the important one. This is where the dollars and cents are listed. So when it says about your royalties, it says you'll pay your royalties as per Schedule 1 of the franchise agreement. Now we're into Schedule 1, and it breaks down, the fee they pay to purchase the franchise, their weekly, monthly, quarterly, annual franchise royalties, their admin fees, their marketing fees, their IT fees, their brand levies, all that type of stuff. Goes through their territory or the exclusive territory. Goes through and lists basically who my solicitors are, who my accountants are, then the signing page. Now, as you see, the franchise agreement is a pretty in-depth document. Now, I am open to share this document with you guys. If anyone is looking to franchise their business and they need help to build a franchise agreement, let me know. More than happy to help. Possibly happy to share a blank template of my franchise agreements with you guys. They are expensive to get done up. Ours cost us about $50,000 to get ours done up. We're kind of lucky that majority of ours, we just changed the word from wash to clean to lawn in the franchise agreements, and they are pretty transferable. The lawyers have made a couple of slight changes each one. So if you guys have any questions about a franchise agreement, they are the key, guys. These are the legal binding contract between the franchisee and the franchisor. This is what you're relying on if you have to enforce anything through the courts. So take your time, do some research. If you have any questions about what clauses you should have, you shouldn't have. Now, I totally understand that this franchise agreement will not be suitable for someone who is starting a hospitality franchise. This franchise agreement is amazing for a service-based industry, trades or services. So if you're a house washer, lawn mowing guy, plumber, carpenter, electrician, any type of trade or services, cleaning, this here is an amazing one, to be honest. A lot of lawyers have looked over it, never really had any criticism on it. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the description below, in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a great day.